I'm Helen, and we wind a lot of yarn at the Miss Bab studio, as you might imagine. We occasionally do run across problems with skeins, and we often joke about having a Skeins Gone Wild segment, but we've never had the time or energy to actually create one. We do want to help you avoid the same issues though, so let's talk about a few of the most common issues. One of the things that's most likely to happen with the self-tied skein is that you won't pull the two ties completely clear of the skein. So at this point, I have one that's pulled through and the other is still crossing through the skein. If I start winding now, I'll have to walk the entire ball through the skein as I wind it by hand, which is not fun. I'd rather be knitting. So now's the time to fix this. I like to put a bit of tension on the strand and see where it's coming through on the skein. I see back here it's coming across, and so I can pull that, which will pull the strand through, and now I should be able to wind free and clear. But we've got a trouble spot here as well. This is the kind of thing that happens if you haven't snapped the yarn to align the strands, or if Babs has been a little excited when she's dyeing it. So in this kind of situation, we know the yarn is free and clear. It should wind properly. You can floof the yarn, just sort of gently pull the strands apart to free them and align them once they're on the swift. I have done a fantastic job of tangling here, so it's going to take a fair bit of floofing, but eventually you should see the strands fairly straight and normal looking, and then you'll be able to pull through without difficulty. Another common problem is for the skein to fall off of the swift. This happens more often with older swifts or if you haven't tightened properly. So if this happens, you want to stop winding right away. You don't want the swift or the ball winder to pull on the yarn. What you'll want to do is put your hands through the skein to open it back up. And put it back on the swift, tighten again, and continue winding. If this sort of thing happens a lot, it might be time to invest in a new swift. Something else that can happen is the second tail can wrap around the base of the swift as you're winding. The motion of the ball winding and the swift circling can make the long extra yarn tail wrap around. If you catch it here, you can stop the ball winder and just pull it off. At this point, I'll usually tuck the tail into the swift to prevent this from happening again on the same ball. So you just tuck it through a little bit and let it hang. If you don't catch it right away and you wind too much on, it might be too much to cut and to unwind without cutting. So your swift won't move, and you've got to cut the yarn, finish winding the ball, and then clear off the swift. Once you have yarn winding down, it shouldn't create too much drama in your life. One of my friends says dramatics are fun, but drama is not, and we don't want your yarn to be part of your drama. We hope these videos help.